Hi, my name's Simon and I'm going to talk to you about Cambly today. I've been teaching on Cambly for about a year and a half now, and there are many good points about teaching on Cambly, but there are some bad points as well, as you'd expect. So this quick video is just going to go through, in my opinion, the good points and the bad points. There's a link in the description below, so you can quickly and easily apply for Cambly if you think it's worth your while. So first of all, we'll look at the good points. So first of all, you don't need a degree. Lots of online and in-person teaching companies require you to have a degree, but with Cambly, you don't need a degree. You don't need any experience. You don't have to be an experienced teacher. All they want is either a native speaker or someone with a very good ability in English to communicate. Because most of the students I speak to just want to practice their conversation. And if you can converse with someone and give them corrections and help and ideas of vocabulary and grammar and that sort of thing, then you can easily work on Cambly. Also, you get to, once you get accepted, you get to choose your schedule. So you can choose when you work. You can choose what hours you work. So it's very flexible in that respect. But also it's 24 hours because they have students all over the world. You can work 24/7 if you wanted to, but I think you'd be pretty tired. So there's 3 ways you can choose your hours. You can go on priority hours, and this is where you commit to a particular hour, and maybe you'll get some bookings, or maybe just random students will phone you up. And that's a really good way to nearly guarantee that you're going to be getting some money coming in, and you're going to be getting some new students, and hopefully those new students will become regulars. You can open your schedule. This is the second way, and that's where you open your schedule, and then if students want to book, they can do. Or you can just go live, and that's where you click on the Cambly application, you click go live, and then you just wait and see if anybody phones you. But priority hours will always get a lot more calls than just going live, in my experience. So you don't have to stick to a regular schedule. Many other online companies, they want you to commit to certain hours per day, per week, and that these will be your set hours. But with Cambly, it's very flexible, as I've said. Although it is a good idea to have set hours, because then your regulars can make a booking at that time, and then you know what sort of hours and what sort of money you're going to get. Also, you get to speak to students all over the world. You never know who you're going to speak to. And it's really interesting. I speak to students from Mexico, from North and South America, Vietnam, Russia, lots of students from the Middle East, but also I've got people from Japan, China, you name it really. So you never know what you're going to get really, and it's very interesting to speak to these people and find out about them. So there's a library of resources online, and most of it is free to use for you and the student, and these are things like games or conversation topics. So if you are at a loss what you're going to talk about with your student, just look at the library, and you'll soon get inspired, I'm sure. And the last advantage that I'm going to talk about is you get paid weekly. Not many jobs these days get paid weekly, but you get paid weekly every Monday, and it goes pretty much straight into your PayPal account it's an easy way to make extra money. So those are the advantages of working on Cambly. As I said, there are disadvantages, and I will go through them now. The disadvantages of teaching on Cambly. Firstly, we have to say it, the pay. Now, at the moment, they're paying just over $10 an hour, which I know doesn't sound like much when compared to other online or in-person teaching jobs. But as I said before, it is very flexible with Cambly, and you do get to choose your hours. I teach on Cambly now, but I do teach on other platforms as well. People do teach 8-10 hours a day on Cambly, and they make a living that way. Maybe it depends where you live. Like, I live in Southeast Asia. I live in a developing country, so it's relatively cheap. So one more disadvantage is you only get paid when you're speaking to students. So if you go live or you have priority hour, something like that, or if your student doesn't turn up, you don't get paid until a student connects. Right, the other thing I want to talk about is you have to adhere to Cambly's policies. Things like dress code and what you talk about with the students and that sort of thing. Most of it's very self-explanatory and very obvious, but you do have to make sure you adhere to it, or else you can get kicked off the platform. And you do get penalised if you cancel your priority hours or cancel your bookings within 24 hours because they don't like you inconveniencing the students in any way, which I suppose is fair enough. So that's it. That's teaching on Cambly. Yes, there's bad points, but there's also many, many good points. It's great. It's a great flexible platform. You get to speak to many, many people all over the world. You get to help them with their English. And you don't need any experience, or you don't need any degree. So check out the link in the description below for a quick and easy way for you to sign up and get your application approved ASAP. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for joining me. Good to see you, and good luck with your Cambly. Bye-bye.